Come on in. Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Happy 2025. I am so excited to welcome you back. So today I am going to join you in something that is really an opportunity of a lifetime. Granted, we're in 2025. This is a 2023 Icon. This coach was last manufactured in 2023. And if you ever wanted a new Icon, this is probably your only way you're ever going to have an opportunity to do that again. This coach is used. It's got just under 10,000 miles on it. It's been housed indoor. It has been in a very nice, cushy environment. It was picked up here with about 1,200 miles on it, driven to Florida, and driven back, and still has less than 10,000 miles on it. So you can imagine, like I said, an opportunity to have an almost new coach. My name is Katie O'Neill. I'm welcoming you here from Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. I have been in Hawaii for a few weeks and I am back. This is my first video of the year and I can't wait to start with you from the inside out. So Jody, as usual, please go ahead and take her on back. You'll note we have the slide closed today just to save some time. We've got a matching stacker and I wanted to just show how incredible the room is on this coach. So the fact that you can actually walk all the way through this RV with the slide closed so comfortably is just such a testament to what they do here with Renegade. Not just in the Icon, overall. Most of the Renegades are so well known for having their slide rooms not impede on your living space when you are in the coach. So all of that being said, let's go ahead and start from the master bath here. As you can see, of course, we've got a porcelain potty. It's a standard feature in pretty much every Renegade that you'll see. And one of the things I want to point out is that it has a light and full flush. One of the benefits of that light and full flush is that if you are boondocking, this coach has 150 gallons of fresh water. It has 75 gallons of gray water and 75 gallons of black water. If you're looking to conserve water, having a light flush, of course, is a really great feature of this coach. And then as you'll note here in the back, we're looking at this woodstock decor. There's a ton of storage in this rear bathroom. And then really nice high backsplash with an aluminum siding here, beautiful countertops. And then you've got this backlit mirror, this inlight in the mirror, so that if you are doing your makeup in the morning and you need a bright light, you can do that. And then throughout this coach, you'll find that we have just a number of different control panels. So here in the rear bath, if we want to be able to change our lights or turn things up and down, everything is available right here for you. You can open your slides, close your slides, turn your lights on and up and down. And you can see I've just turned up that accent, so you've got this nice rear accent. I can do a slider here, turn up the shower light, turn up the overhead light. Everything's on a slide control and it's right above you. Just a really cool feature of this Icon. This is Renegade's top of the line model, and you know, for those of you who have been in the market for a Super C for a long time, there's a few big players, and Renegade of course is one of the very best because of their cabinet quality, because of their build quality. This Icon though has like a thicker sidewall, so 2 5/8 inches, which is the only place you can get that kind of thicker insulation. This Icon also has flush slides. So, you know, the 150 gallons of water, the 75 gallons of gray and black water are all standard features across the line, but getting into an Icon is something that was a really special treat. All of the slides on this coach are hydraulic, they're not electric. They're all flush slides. They don't have slide toppers. They have basically a sweep that takes debris off the top of your slide, so you don't need to have a topper. There's no fabric on top of them. So a really unique coach. And for those of you who don't understand why we don't make them anymore, Renegade had to stop production because it took so much more time on the production line to make an Icon that the price that they would have had to charge to be able to configure this fantastic RV was just outweighed the benefit of selling the coach. The profit margin wasn't there because they just took so much longer to put together. There's so much more that goes into them. So like I said, if you're in the market for an Icon and you thought, God, I'd really like to order one of those, you wouldn't have been able to for some number of years now, but this is an opportunity to get what is all in all practically a new coach. So I wanted to show you the shower here. is, of course, you've seen some of my XL videos. You'll see this is a very similar shower where you've got that nice, you know, sidewall. Everything is a solid feature, so you don't have a bunch of little cracks and crevices, just a decor. Of course, the floor tile matches, the backsplash. There's a teak bench. The teak bench, for those of you who are wondering, is about 250 pounds of weight bearing, so if you're over that weight, you might want to just sit lightly. And then also you'll notice there's a number of little shelves in the corners here. And one of the benefits of the shower, of course, is it's really roomy, so it's got a lot of room if you're a big dude. And then it's also really, really tall. So if you're a tall person, if you're a big person, even if you're a little person, this is a very nice, comfortable shower. And then I like things like this where, you know, you've got a place to hang your washcloth or your scrubby. You can put your shampoo and conditioner and body wash in here without having to worry about it toppling out while you're driving down the road. Another nice feature of this coach, of course, is that you have a place to keep, for instance, your toilet paper, some towels, nice pull-out drawers. Everything is going to be dovetailed throughout the entire coach. So as you can see, construction quality. Again, in Elkhart, Indiana, where these coaches are manufactured, the Amish take such incredible pride in the product that they are constructing for you. The build quality of these cabinets is just second to none. And I really do think that there's a huge advantage for anybody who is shopping for an RV to buy one out of Indiana. Another feature, Jody, why don't you hop in the shower? I'm going to close this so that we can get a few good views. Your solid pocket door goes all the way down to the floor, so it's nice and quiet in here. If you are getting up early in the morning, you're not going to wake somebody else up while you're getting ready, because you got such a nice solid, you know, that maple wood is so hardy. The other thing though is, look at the space here. You know, this is a small bathroom. They've actually been able to put a 72 by 80 king bed in this coach, and a really ample bedroom and a great amount of living space. But to have so much room in this rear bath is just such a treat. So this is a great coach for those of you that might be on the not so small side. Another huge advantage to this, of course, we've got the 43-inch flat screen Samsung TV with the Bose soundbar. You've got really nice drawer storage underneath here. As you can see, this is a huge drawer. If you wanted to keep all of your underwears and socks and things like that up easy to reach, you could do that. And then you'll see we have this double wardrobe, right? Well, the cool thing about this double wardrobe is it's not just a double wardrobe. It actually flanks the entire rear of this cabinet, and you can hang things all the way across. And then underneath here is where all the wiring is for your television. So really easy access point. My little arms are not long enough to pull that from here. Let me grab it. There you go. If you do want to be able to plug in, you know, any kind of DVR or, you know, in this coach, to be honest with you, I called Brian and I said, Brian, does this RV really only have like the, you know, Wally Wi-Fi 4G? And he said yes. So I would strongly encourage you to allow us to put on a Starlink system for you. If you're a big boondocker and you're going to be out in the desert a lot or places where it's open, please feel free to have the roof-mounted version installed. We do that all the time. I've got a client that I just took an order for a Mountain Air. He does a lot of camping. He's a Superstar driver previously. It has not only the roof-mounted Starlink, but he also has a tripod-mounted Starlink, because you can turn them on and off. So if you're in a position where you're going somewhere that's heavily forested, you might actually prefer to have us install 2 access points with 2 different Starlink components. You can get one that you can run out and put down on a tripod if you're in a heavily forested area or you're somewhere where you've got cover overhead. And then you can have the roof-mounted one for those places where you're going where you've got maybe a little more visibility to the sky. But anyway, I would encourage you to do that. Another nice feature here, look at these huge shelves or cabinets. There's so much room in here. For those of you that are like me that use shoe boxes, you could stack so many shoe boxes in here and keep all of your shoes nice and organized. You've got a very nice Honeywell safe mounted here as well. So a place to keep your guns and your jewelry and all of your diamonds while you're on the road. And I know that that sounds crazy, but honestly, like, let's talk about that jewelry. When you're on the road and you are not somewhere, you know, familiar, and you want to go out to maybe a nice dinner, maybe you're down in Arizona, you got to meet up with some friends, but you're not going to wear those baubles all the time. Where do you put them to make sure they're safe? It's great to have such a nice safe here in your coach. Also, full extension drawers. Look at how deep these are. And again, once again, all of these are going to be dovetailed, all solid wood construction, soft close, really, really decadent finish here. And then here across from me, we have this really nice mattress. It is such a nice pillow top, soft mattress. It is memory foam, so it's going to be really comfortable. And underneath here, let's just get it up and under real quick. This is where you'll see we have our two 75-gallon freshwater tanks. So this is where you keep your water in this coach. And of course, the benefit of keeping the water in the coach under the bed is that it's nice and centralized. So it's keeping that weight very even while you're going down the road. Now you'll notice up here above the headboard, there's kind of a, it looks like a tablet hanging down. That tablet is this. This is how I opened the bedroom slide when Jody was walking back. There's a ton of different applications and features here. You can see all of your water. You can see what your power is running. You can do diagnostics. You can control all of your lights. You can control all of your shades. You could control your awnings. You can control your leveling system. Everything is here at the touch of a button. Very, very cool system by Renegade. And this Garmin system is really state-of-the-art, and honestly it's only offered in this IKON. But you have these two tablets, and what's so cool about these tablets is the tablet replaces the need to come here to the center of the coach, but you also have this same display that you have here on this tablet. You'll find is also right here on your coach. So you're mirroring everything on these two tablets, and then all you've got to do is just magnetize that, or it's magnetizing it to this little port here, and it's actually charging it. So pretty cool feature. Jody, I'm going to step around you. You can stay there. I'll just trade places. I want to just point out you do have an attachment for your central vac that is right here. And then I'm going to pop over here and just show off the overhead storage with you on that side. It just makes it a little easier to be able to take a look in, but take a look at how much storage you have up and above here. And then your reading lights are really nice because you can actually change the direction in which they're facing. I've got the nightshades down right now. You'll note that they are really cool. They're oatmeal color, so they don't make it look so dark and imposing in here. And then Jody, over there on the left-hand side, if you wouldn't mind showing just the Type-C, USB, and 110 outlets. So important that they actually have still the USB. There are still people out there that have devices that need USB ports, and it's nice to have the opportunity to have either of them without having to have an adapter. Just kind of streamlines things for you. So your stackable Splendide washer and dryer is, Newmar does it a little bit differently. They'll typically stack them on top of each other, but here in this IKON, you'll see there's two separate shelves. One of the benefits of this is not only is it really, very well cemented in place, and it's very sturdy, but if you needed to remove one for service, you would be able to remove one without having to get to the bottom one. You wouldn't have to take the top one out. So just saving in that little bit of spend with your technicians, of course. Anytime we can help them not have to spend as much time taking things apart, we save money. So that's kind of a nice feature. I don't know, I've never had to have my Splendide service. It's got to be like the most bulletproof washer and dryer on the market. Every time we try to go to something else, we end up going back to the Splendide. And on that note, I highly encourage you, put your towels in the dryer every time you take a shower. It's so nice to have them all warm and fluffed up, and they don't get so kind of icky after being out on the road for a few days. Okay, so pull-out drawers all throughout. These are just so nice. Again, this is a great place to be able to show off this beautiful dovetailing. But as you can imagine, if you've got any kind of things that you want to keep in the coach long-term, tools and the like that you might not need to access very often, very cool to have them right here during kind of your control panel area. And then another section here, maybe this is where you keep your flashlights and gloves and things like that, while you're going down the road, your Aquamax, right, for your tank conditioning. And then down here, this is oftentimes found in the kitchen, which I think is hilarious. We have our fuse panels, and these breaker boxes are just nice to have, where you have access to them from the center. And one of the things that's really nice about the way Renegade does things is they'll actually set these up so that you can tell which one of these is going to be the breaker box for your things running off of your inverter. So if you need to have your generator on one box, is that you know, needs 50 amp or needs generator. The other one is one that can run off a battery. So you can kind of delineate, you know, what needs to be what. And for instance, one of the things I found interesting, floor heat on this coach, you need to be plugged in for floor heat. So this has got 3-zone floor heat, but you either need to be plugged in or have your generator running to have that work. The other thing that's kind of nice about this coach that's different than others is, oh my gosh, Todd had the same problem. I opened it this morning. It has a step cover that actually goes in and out. I wonder, do I need to have the door closed? Let's try it. Let's see if that was the issue. And maybe it's something else, who knows? There's retract, extend. No, how funny. I tried it this morning just to make sure it would work. But usually if you have a Renegade product, there's a step cover you have to put in manually, so it's nice to have one that you don't have to put in manually. That it's nice to have one that you can actually put in or put out with your without having to actually pull something out from underneath and storing it. Now, of course, this is a 1.5 bath model. This is another great feature of this coach. Take a look at the beautiful size of this bathroom. Plenty of room. Big medicine cabinet, nice undermount sink, you know, white glass bowl, very classy. Again, the high and low flush in the Sanacon or in the porcelain toilet. Nice place to keep your toothbrush, maybe a scrubby to keep the sink clean. Some storage underneath. Oh my gosh, is that stuck or what? Okay, I'm not even gonna try. And then up here we have, of course, again, nice size cabinet where you can keep you know, a nice hair dryer if you want to, if you're the first person up in the morning making coffee. And then up here, tons of storage here. This is probably where I would keep some extra hand towels and things like that for around the kitchen as well. And this is an adjustable shelf, so you could make things whatever size you needed it to be convenient for you. And again, plenty of room. Another solid maple door. Super sturdy coach the whole way through, including into your bedroom. So of course, so nice to have such a nice deep pocket door. And one of the reasons I'm pointing out the coverage on the IKON, if you're comparing this to a coach, you may be comparing it to the Supreme Air. Now, granted, the Supreme Air is built on the M2 112 chassis, but it does also have a 30,000 pound towing capacity. It also does have 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. It has a smaller engine. It's the DD13 instead of the DD16. But usually this, you know, full tile floor, no carpet, high-end luxury finish, that Supreme Air would be the other coach that you're looking at. Because of the way that Newmar does their Moorfloor, the slides have to go up and out and in, and so when that happens, you have a gap underneath that door that you don't have here in this IKON. And of course, we all know how it is in a coach. You're in a small area, and having it quiet is really nice to be able to have completely sealed compartment areas. So if someone's up in the morning or maybe playing, you know, cards later at night, having a few drinks with friends, the other person who wants to go to bed early can get some shut-eye. So that's the only reason I make mention of that in both of those locations. I do think that that's a nice attribute of this coach. It's differentiating from its competition, if you will. Okay, so another great feature of this coach. Oh, do I not have this slide out? This slide is not even out yet. That is so crazy. So that just goes to show how much room is in this coach. Let's go home and exterior, slides, accept, activate, and then let's go ahead and go to living room, extend. There's that one all the way out. And then let's go ahead and pull this one all the way out. Look at the size of this. Oh my gosh. It's so funny, guys. I thought it was all the way out already, and it's not. Look at the size of this living area. This is just so incredible. And again, this is just another attribute of the Renegade product that's pretty common as you come through the product. Now, I don't know if I can reach it to close it, but I'm going to show you something I thought was kind of interesting I had seen on another video. These access panels are so nice, but the fact that you could actually change your controller, so you could actually run your air conditioner here, or you could have it running out of, oh, Jody, can I get, oh. I'm not the tallest person, and I'm wearing like platform shoes. Like is that pathetic? Oh my gosh, I'm so short. Okay, vertically challenged. Anyway, I just thought it was really interesting that you could change the way that your air conditioner was running and being more ducted. So if you had your slides in, and you wanted to have it coming here out of the center, because of course this coach has 4 270 amp hour lithium ion batteries and 2 inverters running on the Victron system that allow you to run your central AC without having your generator on, either while you're going down the road or while you're camping. So if you wanted to run your AC, your center AC here, out of the mid compartment as opposed to out of your ducts, because this is a centrally ducted coach, you could change that really easily. And there's 3 access panels. There's one in the bedroom, one here, and then one in the front. So you've got 3 15,000 BTU air conditioners. Okay, so onto this. This is a 50-inch Samsung high definition LED TV. Very, very cool feature of this coach. You pop it out so everyone can see what they're watching. And then as you'll note here, when I pull this out to the side, I have this really nice access to a ton of cabinet storage back here. What a great place to be able to keep extra linens and towels. God, you could put so many totes in there. I mean, that's like a dream for me. I love all that room. And then of course, if you're watching the Broncos like we did yesterday, we're sorry they didn't make the playoffs, but if you're watching the game and you want to pull the TV out so everyone has a better viewing angle of it, you can do that. You think I got it straight, Jody? There we go. Pretty easy to put in and out. There you go, and you can hear that click when it snaps in. The Bose soundbar is fantastic. There is a subwoofer for it somewhere right there. So you got your Bose subwoofer, and then you have your soundbar, so you've got that nice surround sound. Above your fireplace, as you can see here, you also have an immense amount of drawer storage. So if you are having a Super Bowl party and you want to have all your cocktail napkins and all the serving utensils that you might have, you can keep all of that stuff in there, your bottle openers, and then you can put all your chips and dip out here. You've got a really nice fireplace here. It puts out a ton of heat. It has a fan. So in this coach you have heat pumps, you have hydronic heat, you've got a 600D aqua hot unit, right? And by the way, it's so nice and toasty in here, and it's like 2 degrees outside. So Jody and I are like sweating inside this coach, and we're gonna have to be all bundled up when we go outside. It's crazy, but with all of these heat sources, so the heat pumps, the heated floor, the fireplace, and then your hydronic heat on top of it. You've got so many different sources of heat, and for those of you that are boondocking, having that 600D gives you such a huge reservoir for your antifreeze that you're pumping through those lines, so you can really keep this coach nice and warm even in bad weather conditions. And with this being a twin screw, if you want to get out and take this coach out snowmobiling, out to the to those places that you usually might have to worry about getting impacted, you can lock in those differentials and have basically a 4x4 on this coach. Of course, that's going to be very useful for the stacker that we have just wrapped to match this coach. It's also a used in tech. It's a 24x8 trailer, but we'll show that to you in a few minutes. This is a great coach for a stacker. So if you want to buy this as a package, very hard to come by a nice used in tech. They're available separately, but I would encourage you, if you're considering this IKON, there's not a better way. This is plug and play, hit the road, go camping, and we are embarking on the best part of the season right now. So super excited to be able to offer this to you. Again, huge kitchen area. Look, I mean, this is just such a residential feel with your counter tile going all the way to the cabinets underneath. You've got these nice high cabinets with lots of clearance. If you're like me and you have one of those barista style Breville, espresso makers, plenty of room for that here. From the height too, you could still get your coffee loaded, get your water loaded, and then a ton of storage up top. What a great place to be able to keep, all of your dishes, all of your coffee cups, all of your, nice, tumblers, things like that. Just a very residential feeling kitchen. And this is a huge space up here if you want to keep any kind of totes that has, maybe you've got your, the salt for your rims of your margarita glasses, any of those things, your martini shaker. Just a great little storage spot. And then this is a 1.7 cubic foot Samsung convection and microwave oven. Super, super nice. And this has what's called slim fry. So for those of you that are used to having an air fryer, you don't need to bring one. You can use your slim fry here. And of course, this nice dark you know, finish on these appliances is so attractive. The IKON comes with the best in terms of appliances that we offer here in basically the whole entire Renegade line. It's actually, to be honest with you, one of the differentiating factors now between a Classic and an XL is that you can only get these higher end finishes in the XL, which is of course what replaced this IKON. I have some really good IKON videos out there. I have the last new 2023 that we had come into inventory, but I also have some cool XL videos out there and some Classic videos. So if you're looking for some comparisons, shoot me a text, let me know, and I can send over some links to different stuff so you can compare, you know, what the different attributes of each coach are. So I really like this. This is just a nice place to be able to put your you know, coffee cups down, dishes down after you're letting them dry, so you're not putting them on the countertop itself. And then it's fully removable, so as you can see, huge, nice stainless steel undermount deep basin sink, single mount sink, really, really nice, you know, high-end fancy faucet, you know, just a really cool look. And again, highly functional just to keep everything off of your countertops. Underneath here, huge scrubby drawer, great place to keep, if you want to keep a bottle of dish soap. And I use a bottle brush, a baby bottle brush, to wash all my dishes. I don't like touching stuff that's gross. I know we looked at this briefly before, but take a look at all that space underneath there. Renegade continues to be the only manufacturer that I've ever seen that actually allows you to have a full-size kitchen trash can under your coach. And if you get a silver one for recycling and a black one for outside and a blue one, blue one for recycling, silver one for inside and black one for outside, you can stack them all together and keep them there when you hit the road. This nice cabinet here is so cool. I mean, if you wanted to keep a Dyson, so you didn't have to bring your hoses in and out, you could take out that center cabinet and keep that in there. It's the first thing I thought when I saw it. Again, this is an adjustable shelf. Pretty neat stuff, I think. Again, Renegade is so good at making use of space, but giving you unique shapes and sizes that allow you to have better storage opportunities is something that's really unique to the Renegade product. They do such a good job with that. And then above this hydronic heat vent, you'll see we've got 3 full extension drawers here. And then this silverware drawer is so nice because you can keep all your silverware up top, but if you're cooking and you want to have access to your spatulas, you can go ahead and leave that open, have access to your spatulas, and then when you're setting the table, pull this back into place. As you can see, all of the remotes are nicely labeled. The client that had this coach is really a professional RVer. It just was not making use of this vehicle. It was sitting in storage again for the last 2 years of its life, and what a shame. So good for him. Go ahead and let someone else have this fantastic piece of machinery to enjoy. And of course, we all know Fisher Paykel is in every Essex, every King Air, every Supreme Air, and rarely can you find a Fisher Paykel dishwasher in a Renegade. So here's a Renegade with a dishwasher. If that's not a reason to buy this coach alone, I don't know what is. These are incredibly nice cutting boards. So if you are like me and you like to cook, one of the reasons I actually have an induction cooktop is because my 2020 Verona had this same nice induction cooktop, and we found that we liked the induction so much that we actually did not put a gas range in our coach. Keep in mind, you can get very precise temperature control on this cooktop at any elevation. So it's not going to be dependent on how much how well the propane's burning. This is going to be a coach that you can have the same 360 degrees for your fried eggs at sea level that you do at 14,000 feet. So very nice for those of you who want to do precise cooking, and especially because you can get those pans so hot. If you do like to sear your steaks before you barbecue them, you can do that on a bad day here inside of the coach, and then just go throw them on the grill and let them finish cooking out, outside. And we know how that goes. When does it like to rain in Colorado? Right about dinner time every day. It's totally sunny till about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and it clears up at 7. So again, the great feature of this coach is that you can have that consistent cooking power at any altitude. So we really like that. Okay, so now here's the coup d'etat of this coach. First and foremost, we've changed our latches in the last few years in Renegade. These are the old school latches. Bring them back. These are so cool. Blue, it's open. Red, it's closed. I love these latches. But look at the size of this refrigerator. You can tell they're professional RVers because they have the like don't make things fall out bar. They actually have the same thing. They have the bar that goes across here with the curtain underneath. But anyway, I just think that's funny. Okay, so indoor ice maker, right? So you've got your ice maker here. So you actually have an ice dispenser. Really nice humidity controlled. You know, vegetable drawers, adjustable shelves, everything can be adjustable here. If you do have a few bottles of Prosecco or champagne and you want to put them in here, of course, coming off of New Year's, that's kind of all I think about, right? I love that champagne. But yeah, so great setup here. But then this mid door, oh shoot, sorry, there's 3 latches on this coach, just so you know. So here's the mid door. So this is a flex door. You can use this for different things. For me, I love Flex Zone. I'd probably keep all my meats and cheeses in here, but you keep beverages in here. If you're a LaCroix fan like our household is, probably have a few stacked back there, but you can choose what you like in this drawer. And then you also have a really nice freezer as well. And I love this top compartment where you can keep all the popsicles and stuff for the kids. And then look at how many huge bags of ice you could keep down there. Of course, why you say you have an ice maker, why would you ever do that? I don't know. When I make margaritas, like we need to have all the beer and all the stuff outside in our cooler ready to go. I'm a big fan of a good old-fashioned cooler, and so we keep bags of ice whenever we go camping. We'll pick up 2 or 3 before we hit the road. And then when we get to where we're going, we don't keep our drinks in our refrigerator. We keep our drinks outside in a cooler. Anyway, so this is great. You can do anything with this. So first of all, it's got a really nice calendar on it. You can also put all your apps on here. So if you wanted to watch the news, or if you wanted to have a gallery showing, you know, the grandkids or your puppies, all of those things are available here in this door control with the Samsung. And again, this is a nicer refrigerator than most people have in their home. So we really, really love the fact that, you know, Renegade has given you in this Icon such a hugely residential feeling coach. Now, so if I'm sitting here in my living room watching a movie, how nice is this recliner? I mean, this has got to be the most decadent looking recliner ever. And I love that they did the black on this. This is still available. You can get the same material on the Classic or on the XL, but I love the dark material. You never have to worry about it looking soiled. But man, this is a killer recliner. Really like that. And then it actually has these little holes here, and Williamsburg has great desk adaptions if you want to have something that comes in here. It comes with one, but there's one that just holds an iPad that comes on the King Air, and I really like that desk pad in particular because I'm not going to probably use this to eat. I'll eat at the table, but I would like to have something that holds my iPad because I can't just watch a movie. I've got to do 2 things at once. I'm just one of those people. But I think that that's a great feature. Look at this room here. This is a great place to keep 2 really nice throws rolled up in between you and your honey. So if it gets a little chilly, you can snuggle up. So we love that aspect of it. And then this little rest here, can't you see my Frenchie just sitting there? Wouldn't Belle Belle look so cute in that area? And then just so you have some extra places to keep those tables if you want to have them here, they're right here underneath. And you can keep a few magazines in there, the newspaper, whatever else it is that you like. And they also have, as you can see, you just pull the slide out and it's got the USB port right there. So you've got something you can charge your device with, depending on what phone you have these days. So you'll have seatbelt in this seat. Seatbelts in your recliner, so you can really sit about 5 people in this coach. And then here underneath, there's a bunch of stuff in here, but I'll show you. There's so much storage. And like I said, I would probably keep my attachment outside, and I have a little handheld vacuum that I use because I don't have that nice compartment where I could keep my Dyson. If I could keep my Dyson in the coach, I'd probably keep this underneath because there's an attachment in one of the bays. I use this to vacuum off my, paddleboard. Like anything that I don't want to stow dirty, I usually like to vacuum it outside as opposed to trying to sweep it. And I find that when I, stow things and I take them out the next time, they're just clean, ready to go. But if you wanted to keep things underneath here, you could. This is actually where I keep all of my napkins and the things that I use to dress my table. So really up to you. You've got 2 of these storage areas underneath. And then something I thought was interesting, I was watching, Todd had originally ordered this video for his customer. Oh, these are the window coverings for the windows that go in the front. So these are just the ones that you would use to cover that. I think that the bar they have across or outside underneath is actually more useful. But as you can see here, I would keep all of my plates, bowls, and dishes underneath here. I would not keep them up above. And then I would keep my placemats and my napkins here, because when the kids are setting the table, I'm cooking. They're not my way. I'm not in their way. They can go ahead and get the table set. Okay, so I'm going to show you the only carpet you can really see in this coach is right here underneath. That's nice. But this is a great storage area. I use this for all of my blankets, all of my throws, because I don't have that handy little recliner area. But how nice is that? Really like that. And then the best thing about this, though, is that if you do have company, you could really seat 5 people very comfortably around here. And if you're that big guy, you might take that seat. But this is a lot of room. Renegade's really well known for making such a nice long table that gives you that full extension. Now keep in mind, this is a stationary table, so this does not convert into a dinette, but you could very easily fit 2 queen size, 2 king size, 4 twin air mattresses in this area if you wanted to have the littles in here for sure. Okay, so up here, probably where I would plug in my Starlink. If you let us put a Starlink up here, this is where the Wi-Fi system is. It does have a satellite, you know, on it already, so you could do satellite, but most people are streaming these days. This is where you could do your, if you're used to using the HWH leveling system and hitting auto level, this way you could do this here, or again, you could do it on the app. I would probably use this. These 2 little yellow buttons are just showing you that this coach is angling forward and to the starboard side. That's all that means. And then when your jacks are in place, these will turn red and tell you that your jacks are in place. And then if you try to turn the coach on while they're in place, it will scream at you. Trust me. If you did that, you didn't break it. Here's all of your telematics right now. This coach does have a DVD player, which is funny. We don't really do those much anymore, but I would definitely encourage you. Starlink is really nice, especially since this has already got a cellular-based Wi-Fi system. If you turn those on, you have what I call double coverage, and you don't have to worry about being out of pocket anywhere you go. Okay, so I don't want to connect my phone right now. Thanks, though. I just want to go back to home. Okay, so one of the nice things about this Victron system is that everything is, this is the same system here that is in the center of the coach in the back. So everything is fully integrated. As you can see, you've got your trailer air brake, you've got your brake here, you've got an adjustable trailer brake here. You can lock all of your diffs here, so you can lock just the center, or you can lock front to rear, so you can lock all 8 of those rear wheels and really get some good traction. It shows you when your jacks are down. There's a little warning light. All of your dash display is very cool, just very simple, easy to see. And then you have your nice integrated, you can change you can change all of your units of measurement. So if you're used to being in Canada, you could do that. And we could get this coach to Canada if you wanted to. You can change your driver's assistance features. And talking about that, some of the things that are really nice about this Cascadia chassis, the P4 Cascadia chassis comes with something called Detroit Assurance Package. And what happened was there was a company called Wabco that Renegade was really using a lot, honestly, to use distance space cruise control. And then Detroit went to Wabco and said, hey, help us design a truck for these, or a system for these trucks that we sell. And so the Detroit Assurance Package is actually using technology that Renegade's been really familiar with for a long time. So now you've got side assist, blind spot assist, adaptive cruise control, and all of it's integrated in underneath something called Detroit Assurance Package. But what's nice about that is for somebody who maybe doesn't necessarily work on RVs a lot, because this is a package that is offered, throughout the entire P4, Cascadia line, if someone gets one of these 126s in and he's not familiar with Renegade, he'll still be able to work with you on your adaptive cruise control or any of your drive systems, because it is now kind of homogenized, if you will, into the marketplace. That's a great benefit for you as a consumer. They really have done a nice job making this cab super client-centric, so the ergonomics of this are very easy. You've got steering wheel controls. Of course, that's something we didn't have for such a long time. And I mean, honestly, we didn't get them on the M2 112 or 106 chassis until 2024. So this coach was ahead of its time, of course. You'd expect nothing less. Lots of cup holders. Still got you an ashtray if you want to have a little ciggy on the road. This is going to be your adjustable Kurt Spectrum integrated trailer brake. And what else? Oh, let's go ahead and show this most important feature. I actually wanted to show you why they have it. It's so that you can do your lip gloss while you're driving. No, not while you're driving. I'm just kidding. Right before you go into the restaurant, though, when you stop at the gas station. So they have a place for me to do my lip gloss. Good for you. The IKON is the only product that's ever had that in a Super C. My Superstar does not have that. And then I really like, they have a nice camera system dedicated. This can actually display on your televisions as well. So if you are concerned about the area you're in and you want to be able to monitor this, you can put all your different, you can show, you know, what's going on over there. You could change your different camera displays and see, for instance, right now we're looking at Avon, but you can change all of the different camera displays, and you can show, for instance, ooh, what's that? Is that an IN TENCH? Is that a 24x8 IN TENCH trailer? Custom wrapped by our company, Mammoth Graphics, to match this IKON? I think it might be. Okay, so another thing worth mentioning, this is the Allison 6-speed transmission. You cannot buy this transmission right now. They are dedicating all of their transmissions to vehicles for the United States government, so war vehicles. Allison transmission is not available. If you are looking for an Allison transmission, this is fantastic. Again, one of those opportunities to buy something new that you cannot currently get new on the market. But I love the integrated trailer brake. So I love the fact that, air brake, I love the fact that you could actually put your engine brake on right here from the stock. And then this is neutral, drive, and reverse, all right here on the stock, just giving you more room. Still the Allison, still the 4000, just not the clunky, you know, push button feature. Power exterior mirrors that are heated, power windows, power locks. I mean, all the stuff that you want. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that off right now. You do have power door or power baggage door compartments as well integrated here, so you can unlock and lock your power or your baggage doors outside remotely. And then also, as you can see, you've got your deadbolt, and then all of you need both of your keys. You've also got, so we've got all the keys. Everything for this coach, you know, is really, it's not worn, it's not missing any paint, it's the buttons aren't, you know, faded. It's really like buying a brand new vehicle. It's pretty freaking exciting. Okay, so really there's, oh, you know what, I'm gonna bring them, because Jody, what's Murphy's Law? I have the keys in my hand, I don't bring them, and then one of the bay doors is locked. Okay, so folks, today, in the hopes of saving some time, and still being able to give you a thorough presentation, we are not going to close the slides again. If you didn't catch them when we started the video, rewind, go back, you can take a look at them. But the walking room is great. The seats are great. One of the things I think worth mentioning for sure is the fact that this is a metal grate. So if you do have a little Fido who wants to damage your door on the way out, they will not be able to damage your screen right there. Oh, you know what, Jody? I think I should do one. I should do one slide in, shouldn't I? Here, you guys can take a look outside. Jody's going to take a picture or just show you this Glacier paint while I'm in here turning the coach back on. So this is the Glacier paint on the outside. There were 9 colors available in the model year 2023 for this coach. This is called Glacier. And I think it's just absolutely beautiful. It's very contemporary. I think it's pretty timeless as well. So we really like that. Let's go ahead and get to, let's see, slides, activate. And the only reason I want to be able to bring one in is because I want to show you these flush mount slides. So this is a big differentiating feature of this coach versus anything else out there in the market until you start getting into those higher end buses like the Prevos. You know, these flush mount slides are one of the reasons that Renegade doesn't make the IKON anymore, because they take a lot of work to get right, and they're beautiful. But as you can see, there is no ridge here. So you've got these great bonded windows. You've got a really nice, again, another 43-inch flat screen television out here. You've got the Zip D awning. It's the full length of the coach. It's 32 feet, 4 inches long. So nice big awning. Out here we also have our 600D Aqua Hot. Again, the reservoir here is huge. Just gonna give you the ability to have all the hot water and then all the heat that you need in your coach. And again, that can be run off of 50 amp, or it can be run off of your diesel tank. This is just one of your radars that you have for your side assist. And then again, nice big chrome convex mirrors. This little mirror is gonna show you your curb down below. Oh, it looks like Avon did get this open for me. I couldn't get it open earlier because I'm a girl. Don't tell anyone I said that. I'd probably get in trouble. Jump points for your batteries. So if you want to jump your chassis batteries, they're on the driver's side, but this is actually your jump. This is your jump zone for chassis. Easy engine access, of course. The P4 126 Cascadia chassis can house either the DD16 or the DD13. This is indeed the DD16. And then over here, you'll just see, again, very easy access to fluid levels. And this is a full-size semi-truck. So this is not like the medium duties on the M12, you know, 106 and 112 chassis, or the M2 chassis. This is a full-size coach. These are going to be fully, you know, rotatable, and they are air ride. And then here you can see we've got telescopic adjustable steering column. One thing that they did change is they now have automatic headlights on this coach. This one's still on and off. Of course, that would be me leaving nothing to chance. I'd leave the headlights on, I'm sure. So it's good that I know where those jump points are. Oh, while I have this open, just because we are going to go back to that IN TENCH in a few seconds here, 120 gallons of fuel, you know, great fuel capacity. You know, one of the things that's nice about that tank is it is a single tank. It's not a saddle tank, so it's a single fill. But I mean, it's all right there, one side, right out your door. If you're on a long trip, you can just pop out. There we go. Pretty badass looking truck, huh? Very nice. These glow when you're coming down the road. So you've got your fog lamps, but these are always on, so people will see you coming. You know, really nice. You've got, of course, Michelin tires in the front, all the chrome handles, all the chrome cladding down here. We already looked in that bay. This is your Truma. So this is kind of like if you're used to Dometic and Truma make a pretty competitive product. They both use the same Easy Glide slide tray. This is a full extension slide tray that comes all the way out past the slide so that you can still have access to it. And it can be either a refrigerator or it can be a freezer, depending on what you'd like it to be outside. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, all of this is run off of the Victron system. These are two 3,000 watt inverters. And these two inverters allow you to run your air conditioner while you're going down the road or while you're stationary. So if you're somewhere cold, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're somewhere really hot, you can keep that AC going. So this is the brains of the operation. Very nice that you have such an easy access point to all of your diagnosis. If you are on the phone with Renegade or on the phone, you know, with Bill Habercorn, our in-house technician, we can really get you through and help you figure out, you know, why whatever it is isn't working. This coach has 4 solar panels on top of it. They are 175 watt panels. Currently, we're offering 200 watt panels with Renegade, so it does not have 800 amp hours of solar. If you'd like more solar, there's plenty of room. We could add a few more panels for you very easily. The solar controller has plenty of room for that there. Very nice, of course, that we have a keypad on our door so that we don't have to bring our keys with us. I have them just in case. And then, of course, I've got a color matched slide for you. So we have, of course, I mean, at this level, that's something that you would just kind of expect to see, but they've done a really nice job with it. And again, just a beautiful paint color. As you can see, just that bright silver, nice dark below here, back by your rear wheels. Your 3/4 pass-through here is nice and deep. So if you've got something long, that little black thing that you see rolled up is indeed the screen that they use to keep the front and the rear of the house separated. And then lots of extra filters. This hitch here has a down weight available to it of 4,000 to 6,000 pounds, which makes it perfect for this stacker. As you can see, it's adjustable height. We've got our Voyager camera connection, so if you wanted to have a camera inside or on the back of this the stacker, you could. Everything runs through. It's got the 7-pin connector. Just some quick points about the rear end of this coach. Not only do you have these brake lights surrounding the full exterior, IKON lights up red when you step on the brakes. It's such a badass vehicle, you know, but plenty of room for all of your airlines, depending on what you're towing. But if you decided to tow this, like, I totally wouldn't blame you. Like, it's pretty freaking fantastic. So we had Mammoth Graphics wrap it for us. As you can see, it's a really nice graphic here. We could make it white again if you wanted to, but we're really hoping that this will be the combination of someone's dreams. I mean, this is really, you want to close that door again, Jody? I mean, it just doesn't get any better than this. I mean, this is like, this is the setup. This is the ultimate setup in the Super C market. If you roll in this coach, there's just nothing to be said. You did it. You did it right. You didn't leave anything on the table. You threw it all down. It's right here. So I only took a few measurements of the inside of this stacker. Really easily controlled, you know, up and down right here. You just have to hold this in. It locks into all of these different channels. So you can see, you can change it to any height that you like. It's got lights built into it, so you can see underneath your vehicle if you're working on something. Of course, we've got the door open. That's how you would get out of your vehicle when you brought it in. The maximum length to this wall right here, because I know that there's gonna be a ton of guys that are like, oh, how much stuff could I put in there? And they're not gonna wanna put in 2 cars. They're gonna wanna put in, like, you know, 2 side-by-sides, 3 cars, a snowmobile, and all their bikes. Okay, so you guys, you got 21 feet is your maximum length, 257 inches, so just over 21 feet of storage in this bad boy. Just really nice. You just pop these out, latches open. But like I said, when this stacker came in, it came in on the back of a Renegade Classic Peterbilt, and it was all white. And we sold the Peterbilt, and they didn't buy the stacker. And we were like, you know what really deserves this stacker is this IKON. So we had it wrapped at our wrapping company, Mammoth Graphics. And I know I keep saying them, but I am plugging our company because Transwest has 43 organizations, only 3 of which are RV stores, and 1 of which is Mammoth Graphics, which does a fantastic job. So, you know, this is a full service dealership. We have chassis on site. We have house on site. We sell Emerald Prevos. We sell Renegades. We sell Newmars. We have King Airline. We're one of 3 stores that has King Airline. We have a full semi-truck, 100% gigantic vehicle body shop. Try that one on for size with paint. There's just not a better place to work in the entire world. I feel so blessed to wake up on my first video of 2025 doing this again for you guys. We'll come all the way back out here. Again, just super nice LED lights throughout. You know, you really, you know, pulled up in this, you could have like a 1969 Volkswagen Beetle and still be the coolest guy in the campground. Nice outlets outside. And then the width here, so we did 21 feet long. The width between these 2 cords, because to me that's all that really matters. I can take the tire off the wall, but I can't get past these guys. 85.5 inches. And man, oh man, talk about a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of machinery that is really, really well made. IN TENCH makes such a nice trailer. They're so hard to get a hold of, so easy. Did I forget something, Jody? I don't think I forgot something. Oh, it's my handle. Sorry. Let me get my handle out. There we go. So easy to get, you know, to put up and down as I grunt while I close it. But no, it's gorgeous. They did such a good job. We're so proud of what our company can do for you as a consumer. And wouldn't you believe it, my first day back on videos, and I left my clipboard inside. While I go get that, Jody's just gonna walk down and show you this lovely vehicle. I'm gonna meet you here at the door of this magnificent 2023 IKON. We didn't cover the other side yet, Jody, so I should probably go over the water bay before I say goodbye. But let me see if I can find my clipboard first. It's so funny that, you know, after all these years, you have everything just memorized, so you don't need your notes anymore. Jody, what do you think? Do you think we can do it? Can we cross the line? Can you do it while you're filming? Don't trip on the cord. I do want to just show you the other side of this though before we sign off. So a 36-foot cord on a power reel, surge protector built in, outlets in the back with a little out grommet to go through to the floor. 12,500 watt Cummins quiet diesel generator with a whole 69 hours on it. I think it had 67 when it came in on trade. So we've already serviced the gen, changed the filters. We do all of our chassis service here. We do an alignment here. And then when you come in and you pick up, it's so interesting because you come in for your orientation. You work with Marlon Bledman. He walks you through how to use everything. You get to try everything out. And then you go over here to our campground. You plug in and you have access in and out. You're not stuck in at the dealership. You can stay for 2 or 3 days, get your stuff transferred over, make sure your coach works. We've got a nice little campground up the street if you want to try like something remote that's not on site, maybe a little quieter, that's not right off of I-25 just north of Denver. So you can get out of the parking lot and down the street, but still be close to us so we can make sure that everything that you need to have addressed is done before you get out there to use your RV for the first time. There aren't a lot of dealerships that are willing to do that. There's not a lot of dealerships that are willing to be accountable to you as a consumer after you signed your paperwork. And this is one of those stores where, you know, our main focus this year and our biggest driving statement is that we are here. We are here for you as customers. We are here for you as fans. We are here for you as people doing research. You know, this dealership wants to support the RVing community to the best of its ability. And we have all the resources. We've gotten better year after year, and our current management team is so focused on you, the consumer. You know, it's just a great place to do business. Whole house water filter. This does not pull out, but it does have a nice quick connect if you want to spray. You know, it's a little spray away right there. Cable access is in there. This is a place to keep a gravity hose. You do not need a gravity hose. This coach does not have SantaCon. It has what's called FlowJet, but it's very much like the SantaCon system. What's nice about this, of course, is that this will pump things out for you, including gray water. So if you need to take gray water out of your coach because you're boondocking and you've got 150 gallons of fresh water, then you want to get that gray water to the local drainage place. You can get that to your local drain. Not your black water, of course, but if you want to do another load of laundry and you're just a few gallons short of space, you can go ahead and get that water out of there so you can keep going down the road with getting your stuff ready to go onto your next location. These do have 2 heat strips on them each. These, of course, are your gray and black water tanks. And, you know, this is not the most exciting side of the coach, but this is your HWH hydraulic leveling system. This is a system that has been in partnership with Newmar for over 30 years. These guys have been in business forever. That is what's powering this beautiful 16-foot slide that you see here. Again, one of the reasons we don't make this coach is not because we don't love it. It's because it just takes so damn long to put it together. So if you want this RV, you better call me, because this is like, it's gonna go quick. And buy that stacker. These are not 320 amp hour, they are 270 amp hour Dragonfly batteries, giving you 1,080 amp hours of storage. We do have 320s in the Newmar line, but we can only do 3 of those. So you can get about the same amount of power out of both products. There are 3 AGM batteries in this compartment as well. For storage, there's some really specific directions that you should know of. Please reach out to me if you are going to store your coach and you don't know about this lithium next to AGM conversation that needs to be had. Battery management systems don't operate both. You want to make sure you know what you're doing there. But like I said, this is just a great place to do business. You're going to get all the right information. This is stock number 5U241439. Again, 5U231439. I forgot to mention that it has a 360 surround camera system, which you can't get on any other Renegade. So that's super nice. But it does, it's got it all. Anything I missed, let me know. Comments down below. Please be kind, it's 2025. My name is Katie O'Neill. I'm coming to you live here from Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Thank you so much for tuning in year after year. I've got just over 250 videos out there right now, so if you need information, I've got it for you, and I want to know how to get you out on the road and camping.